I mean, NGOs have some opportunity to take cases through the preliminary reference procedure, helping specific victims, which can then be heard by the European Court of Justice. Generally speaking, it's quite difficult for NGOs to take cases, and so I think that there are other tactics that NGOs can use, for example, producing informal third-party interventions, but also providing legal arguments for the Commission to use, and engaging with academics so that they can try and influence a more rights-friendly interpretation of EU law.
It has been positively influenced by the jurisprudence of the Court of Justice, especially in the case of Adrian Coman. In the context in which governments are trying to limit rights more and more, and also it is also the case of Romania, it is very crucial and important that the standards, human rights standards set by the European Court of Justice in the case of Adrian Coman have been upheld by the Constitutional Court, and this will have positive impact on the development and rights.
There's an increasing body of EU law that deals now with criminal cases, and also with purely domestic criminal cases. So this creates a real opportunity to use this new forum, the Court of Justice of the European Union, to use this in the criminal justice sector. And really some of the key areas that you can be using that court relate to understanding interpretation, so understanding the scope of EU law on things like access to information. As a defence lawyer, how much disclosure or information should you be given about your client's case? Many of these questions, which historically were seen as just domestic law questions, now have an EU law element. And so as a defence lawyer, you can encourage domestic courts to refer questions on these kinds of points to the Court of Justice of the European Union in Luxembourg to try and get some clarity on what EU law requires.